My name is James Franco. I'm the Vice President and Policy Director at Kansas Policy Institute. And it's my pleasure to welcome Mark Janus to the great state of Kansas. So Mark, tell us a little bit about how this Supreme Court case came to have your name on it. It's not everybody who gets a Supreme Court case named after him.
Well, James, it started when I worked for the state of Illinois in 2007. And as a new employee, nothing was ever mentioned about being a part of a union. I was never given a pledge card or any other documents to sign. And I didn't find out about union membership until I got my first paycheck. And it was that first paycheck that had a line item called union dues. And I said, wait a minute, I never signed a card, I'm not a member of the union, why am I paying? And that's when I found out that I was paying what's known as an agency fee or a service fee. And I didn't like it, but at the time I didn't have a choice. You know, if I wanted to work for the state, I had to pay. And one thing led to another. I found the Liberty Justice Center, a public interest law firm, and they were the ones that helped me get my case into the Supreme Court. And of course, the rest is history. And you know, we now have over 5 million workers across 22 states, and actually across the whole country, that now have what are now known as their Janus rights. And you know, I'm still not comfortable with that term, to be honest with you. But it gives the individual the right to choose for themselves whether to be a member of the union or not.
So the bill before the Kansas Senate Commerce Committee today pretty much eliminated the idea of windows. So you're free to join the union whenever you want. But this made it able for you to be able to leave the union whenever an individual wanted to. So how does that square with kind of these Janus rights that you alluded to?
The rights that we enjoy as a citizen of this country that's given to us by the Constitution is in essence a contract. And it says that you have the rights of freedom of speech and freedom of association, and you have that 365 days a year. Right. Unfortunately, across the country, from what I'm seeing, is there is a lot of pushback by some unions that are saying, oh no, you cannot get out unless you have a prescribed window or maybe the end of the contract some point in the future. And that in essence denies that individual that right of association and that freedom of choice. And so I'm just here supporting Kansas and Kansas policy to say you have to be able to provide that right to everybody whenever they want, not just during some short period of time. And that's why I'm here.